Blah, blah. Ah! Welcome back to the Strength Culture channel. Today we're going to go through 3 split squat variations that will help you build jacked and juicy quads. So today we're going to go through 3 split squat variations that are going to take your lower body development to the next level. We're going to be going through the front foot elevated split squat, the rear foot elevated split squat or the Bulgarian split squat, and the 2 feet elevated split squat. What do all 3 of these variations have in common? They all take you through a greater range of motion than our traditional split squat. What is greater range of motion good for? Well, if we're taking the fibers of the working muscles through a greater range of motion, that is more tension. If we think of what the main drivers of hypertrophy are, mechanical tension is at the top of the list. More mechanical tension on the working muscles, potentially more gains. The first variation we're going to be going through is the front foot elevated split squat. With the front foot elevated split squat, you might want to start a little bit lower than this. As you get better at the exercise, you progress by increasing the height. An increased height is going to take you through a greater range of motion. With our front foot elevated split squat, we start with both feet on, get into your split squat position. Don't reach your rear leg too far back. We want to make sure that we're trying to keep our stack, ribs over pelvis. From here, straight down and up. So at Melbourne Strength Culture, whenever we perform any split squat variation, we try to aim for a knee tap on the ground if the client or athlete is able to. That just makes sure we're keeping consistency of depth from rep to rep. So the second variation that we're going to be going through is the rear foot elevated split squat or the Bulgarian split squat. With this variation, the most common thing I see done poorly is that people set up the bench way too far back or the roller, whatever they're using. When they do that, rather than sitting back like this and doing the variation and getting a huge stretch through that rear leg, we want to set up in a position that allows us to keep the stack of our ribs over our pelvis. So this seems about right for me. So when you do that, you want to go to a depth that allows you to keep that stack. If you've gone too low or the bench is too far back, then you're going to be reaching that rear leg back, then dumping into lumbar extension. For our third and final split squat variation, we're going to be going through our 2 feet elevated split squat. You might use 2 plates or anything that can raise both feet off the ground. From here, you're getting into position. It's per standard split squat. As always, we're trying to keep stack of ribs and pelvis. When I do this movement, I think of driving my knee forward and going straight up and down. If you don't have an SSB, that's okay. You can load these split squat variations using a high bar position with a barbell, a front rack position, you can use a goblet, or you can go 2 dumbbell variation. Either way, every single one of these variations, rear foot elevated, our 2 feet elevated, or our front foot elevated, can all be done no matter what the implement. Let us know in the comments below which split squat variation is your favorite.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I've just got news from Donnie over here that only 33% of you guys are actually subbed to this channel. We're putting out 2 to 3 videos a week. It's regular content. It's great content. So if you like this video, be sure to like the video. And please, if you've made it this far, sub to the channel because there'll be more content coming out later this week. Bye.
And as always, happy lifting.